The simplest logical equivalencies in propositional logic deal with molecular sentences with the and the or sentential connectives. In a way, we might say that conjunctions and disjunctions are respectfully symmetric. That's exactly why the commutative law holds. That is, they are commutative. The order doesn't change the underlying meaning or content. Thus, we can say that P and Q is logically equivalent to Q and P. The order doesn't matter. There's no superiority of the first sentence versus the second sentence. Again, order doesn't matter. And likewise with the disjunction. P or Q is logically equivalent to Q or P. For example, Mars is a planet and Saturn is a planet. If we just reverse these two individual atomic sentences, if we flip them, the meaning is exactly the same thing. Saturn is a planet and Mars is a planet. The content hasn't changed. However, the conditional, the if-then, is not symmetric, and that's exactly why it's not commutative. If P, then Q is not logically equivalent to if Q, then P. If Q, then P says something entirely different than if P, then Q. For example, with that sentence, P is necessary for Q, but in this sentence, Q is necessary for P. They're very different. Now, since order doesn't matter with conjunctions and disjunctions, we should suspect that the association law also holds, and it does. And so we can say that P and parentheses Q and R, close parentheses, is logically equivalent to parentheses P and Q, close parentheses, and R. And likewise, P or parentheses Q or R, close parentheses, is logically equivalent to parentheses P or Q, close parentheses, or R. In fact, for this very reason, this statement, P and Q and R, is really not ambiguous, because if we put parentheses here, that's equivalent to if we place them over here. Now, granted, most textbooks require you to put parentheses. You can't have this kind of statement, according to most textbooks, by convention. But in any case, there's really no ambiguity there. Okay. And so that statement would be equivalent to something like this, R and P and Q. So there would be a total of, 6 possibilities there, 6 permutations. For example, I own a PC, and I own a car, and I own a house. Doesn't matter where I put the parentheses. There's no logical superiority or ordinal ranking whatsoever. They're all on par. So I can put parentheses with I own a PC and I own a car, or with I own a car and I own a house. Doesn't matter. However, sometimes it is necessary to resort to the association law in complicated proofs, where you have to change the parenthetical groupings. That does occur. For example, if you have a disjunction and you have to, through implication, turn a particular disjunction into a implication. So sometimes you do have to use that association law. And then we have the distribution law, which also holds. Of course, addition, by the way, obeys these 3 laws. For example, 2 plus 3, of course, equals 3 plus 2. So addition is commutative, but subtraction is not commutative. We have, let's say, 2 plus parentheses 3 plus 4, close parentheses, that equals parentheses 2 plus 3, close parentheses, plus 4. The left-hand side and right-hand side are equal. And then you have distribution. So something like 2 times the quantity 3 plus 4 is equal to, so we just distribute that out, be 2 times 3 plus 2 times 4. And something like that happens here. So let's say we have P or parentheses Q and R. What would that be logically equivalent to? So we're just going to distribute this out. P or Q. We have this and P or R. Likewise, P and parentheses Q or R. That would be logically equivalent to parentheses P and Q or P and R. So let's think about an example. You will either stay home or parentheses, go to the store and church, close parentheses. So you'll go to the store and church, both of them, or you'll stay home. So the question is, what is this logically equivalent to? It would be this. You will, parentheses, either stay home or go to the store, close parentheses, and you will, parentheses, either stay home or go to church. Now if you carefully think about these, think about this sentence, then think about this sentence. They are in fact logically equivalent. So if the first sentence is true, the second sentence will be true and vice versa. Clearly distribution is more complicated than the other ones, but if you think about it, they are equivalent, and it's pretty neat. So we have distribution, we have the association law, and we have the commutative law, and they do come in handy with complicated proofs in propositional logic and in other logic such as predicate logic.